actually, I think we're gonna upgrade this along here, like that. Yeah. Perfect. Let's add, or actually, let's move this node to about here. We'll do the same, we'll move this back just a little tiny bit. Perfect. And that's just to give the railway a little bit of space. We are gonna lower this a bit, but just for now. And then we're going to take this road and bring it over so that we still connect up. Perfect. Cool. So it looks a little funny over here. Maybe let's do that real quick, or else I will definitely forget. Oh, so we're gonna take out this fence right here, and we'll just bring it along this road. And you know what? Actually, let's go into our parallel road tool. Let's see how this works. Cool. I like that. We'll go here, plus it out a bit. We'll do it there. Awesome. Cool. It's not letting me grab this node here. So we'll just take this out, and then we'll connect these two up. Perfect. So with our road guidelines off, because that's going to give us a little bit of a hassle. Cool. Awesome. And now we can add a little bit of trees over here. Cool. Looking real nice. This windy road, I don't love it, but I don't want to break the park. I would rather add space to the park than to close it off, you know? That's my thought process, at least. Maybe we could have cut it off, but regardless, this is where we are now. This is how it looks like it's going to be. So now, looking at these areas, Maurice made a really good point that he basically said, I'm going to upgrade this to just a 6-lane as well, and we're going to fix this in a moment, but he basically made a really, and we're actually, while we're upgrading this, I am like a hummingbird. While we're upgrading this, I'm going to turn off zoning on this road because we don't want zoning along it. Perfect. Anyway, Maurice made a good point. He said, don't get too hung up on grids, like making sure that everything is a perfect grid all the time. And I think that's a really good thing to keep in mind, to be completely honest with you. I definitely realize that I'm all about the grids in some areas, and we just don't need that, you know? So I think we're gonna have our main roads along here, and then we're gonna delete some of these other ones that we don't necessarily need. So I'm gonna we're not gonna delete this one, but we are going to delete this road. Yeah, because these are pretty far away. And then we're gonna add one, instead of it being right here and making a perfect 60 by 60 grid, we're going to bring this road out after this kind of curve here. So actually, let's turn on zoning, because I just realized that I turned that off everywhere. We'll upgrade here. We'll bring this all the way along. Perfect. And actually, let's meet up over here before I forget. Amazing. And I want to fix this up a bit. Oh wow, that looks perfect. Thank you so much for this. Okay, fix that. That's okay. This is a little wonky. Maybe I should stop using mods for literally everything. That would be an idea. But then we wouldn't have so much fun all the time. Okay, so we're gonna add this road about here. And the reason being, the thought process is, as you come off the highway, you need to have a little bit of a buffer before. We might do a roundabout here as well. We'll see how it performs. But so we're gonna bring a road about here, let's say. Turn on all of our guidelines, because those are off for some reason. And we'll just send this straight up. So we have all of our rocks in the way, which is awesome. So we're gonna move all of these over, because I like rocks. I like keeping them. And then we're gonna send this straight up to here. And then actually, let's upgrade this as well. We'll upgrade this along here, and then we'll send this right under the highway as well, and then meet it up with this road here. And before I forget, we're gonna have pillars that are in the wrong spot. So let's come here, grab these pillars, and move them about here. Perfect. Awesome. And then I think we actually need to grab these ones as well. Yes, we do. So let's grab these and do the same thing. Perfect. So now we don't have pillars in the middle of our roads, and that is looking really, really nice. I like that. Perfect. Cool. So now we can come in here with our 2-lane roads and we can start to figure out what we want to do here. The first area that I want to focus on is this area right here. And this is because this is going to be as you're coming into your downtown, right? So I want this to be those skyscraper feels, that Gardener feel in Toronto. And again, if you've never been there or been here, that's where I live. It's a cool place. It's fun. It's a good time. Anyway, let's get going. I'm thinking about road hierarchy, and I'm trying really hard to keep it, looking good and everything. Oh, interesting. There's people on these roads. That's fun. Garbage truck. And I'm thinking, so if this is the arterial, right? This is where we have no zoning on. We don't want any buildings on this road. That means that these collectors would be our main collectors, and then this collector would be like our secondary collector. That's kind of how it's making sense in my head. So if we're thinking about city services and different, where we want our commercial to be and our residential to be and our unique buildings, I'm thinking we want this road, or our connections, I guess. It's okay to have more connections on this collector than this collector. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but it makes a little bit of sense to me. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm thinking we switch things up and we go with a 16 by 12. No, not a 16. I want to do an 18 by 12 grid. So 18 here will come down 12. Yeah, 18 by 12. I think that could be a cool grid. So 12, 18. Perfect. Oh, that's convenient. And then we'll do the same thing. We'll come over here. So we'll go 18, 12. And now we're going to be hitting this. So I think what we'll do is we're going to mirror this highway right here. So we'll bring this down to, let's say, where would the mirror look? I know we could use our parallel road tool for this, but I would rather not. I think that is going to be the closest mirror that we can produce. And then we'll meet up over here. Amazing. And then let's pull this off a bit. Perfect. Cool. And then we can bring these straight over. For whatever reason, this does not want to be perfect, but I demand perfection. We're going to make it perfect. And then this way we can have some of our unique buildings right along this road, and it's going to look super, super cool. I'm very excited about it. And I wonder if we like to do the same thing on the other side. And actually, now that I'm thinking, I think we go all the way down, to be honest with you. I think that would look pretty cool. Yeah, so let's bring this here. Yeah, and really I'm just trying to get these angles absolutely perfect. So that's why we're doing this. And then let's go straight into this road. Yeah, and then we'll figure out, yeah, I like that. I think that looks really nice. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So we'll come, I wonder, maybe we use our parallel road tool for this. Let's do 75. Perfect. And then we can take this and we can send this out to there. Perfect. So now we have an actual a little corridor here that we can add a bunch of our unique buildings to. And I think that's going to look super, super nice. Yeah, that's going to be cool. And then below here, this might be, in real life, this would be a sketchy area. Maybe we add some small plazas and parks, maybe something of that nature, maybe some dense landscaping, just something to make sure that these areas are not, disgusting. I mean, I'm trying to think about downtown Toronto. Those areas are not the safest part of town under the highway, even though there are skyscrapers that are right around it. It is usually a lot of pedestrian activity though, so it's not actually that bad. But if this is a beach area over here, or this is a beach area, then you would actually have a lot of people that are taking these routes over here to get under the highway, because we won't have any, pedestrian crossing over the highway here. That might be, a little crazy, but so I think that this area would be kind of a hotspot for pedestrian activity, to be honest with you. Then we'll let these come out a little bit, and then let's curve these inwards. Perfect, cool. I'm thinking that is looking really cool. Let's get our water pipes under the road where apparently they belong. And I know they actually do belong under the road. I did get a really good explanation about that. But it's just fun to say. And now we obviously do have a little bit, but I think that'll be fine. Yeah, we don't need to waste money on water pipes right now. And actually, one thing that I totally forgot, we did not up these to 12% whenever we unlocked them and we started putting them down. So we've been leaving money on the table. Okay, cool. I'm liking the way that this is looking. I'm thinking about reserving this area for a park. Nothing crazy right now, but I think that could be kind of cool. So let's go into our unique build. What is this? Oh, that's cool. This is the first time I'm seeing this. A tribute to the Cities Skylines modding community. Oh, we should definitely have that. That's so cool. What's this? Same thing. Transitions into the future. Wow. And then a countdown. Is this a countdown for Cities Skylines too? I think it is. I think I saw this on Reddit, to be honest with you. Let's just place it right here and see what it looks like. 131. Yeah, that's so funny. I like that. I actually really like that. Okay, so we're gonna keep that. We might move this around. But for the time being, I think that's really funny. Let's place it a little bit closer. Yeah, we're gonna place that a little bit closer, and then let's connect these up with power. Cool. And then this will probably connect over here as well. Oh, actually, we might need to move this over. That's fine. We'll leave it here for now. If and when we need to move it over, we will do that in the future. Let's come into our content creator packs and let's place some unique buildings. I just got this creator pack because I knew that we were going to be doing the downtown, and I thought that it would be more fun to have these buildings, and I think it will be. Okay, so let's see. What do we got going on here? I think that's what we're going to be doing. Yeah, placing some of these, and we can take out some of these roads if they don't make a lot of sense. Like let's see. And we have anarchy on, so that's why we can place these where it's saying we shouldn't. Let's do one of these here. Like when you're coming down the highway, this is what you'll be looking at. Like that's just super, super, super cool. And before we forget, let's take out that street. Perfect. And then let's place some more buildings. So these are Island Park Tower. These are all, I believe, yeah. So it says residential, but it's actually tourism, which is weird, but that's, I guess, the way it is. There are some towers that we're not going to be placing in this area. And the reason for that is we also want to be thinking about our skyline, right? So we'll have some buildings over here and some buildings over here as well. This is really just going to be like, we're just trying to cluster a few around here so that when you're coming into town, it looks kind of cool. Well, let's see. We'll place this one there. Very, very nice. Yeah, like this building. I think we'll want this one visible in our skyline. You know what I'm talking about? Like this one, again, this will probably be one that we want visible in our skyline as well. Whereas like some of these like taller ones, we can have back here. And I think that makes a lot of sense. So let's put this one, let's put one there. And I want one of these flat ones. I think what we'll do, I'm gonna put one of them here. And then we'll move it around so that it aligns a little bit more with the highway. So it looks a little bit more cool, I guess. Yeah, so we'll put this, let's see. So this comes, oh yeah, so we can bring this a little bit more in here. How does this look over here? This is such a fun time. We can bring that here, and let's see, does this make sense over here? Yeah, so it seems like maybe we'll be clipping a little bit, not clipping, sorry, but you know what I mean. But that's okay. I think that's fine. We really won't see it when we zoom out, as long as we have, that's enough space there. That's not there. So let's see, does this work? Yeah, so it's just gonna be a very small sidewalk over here. But actually, maybe what we could do, we could actually bring it out a little bit. Let's bring it out here, because we can always add concrete down, right? Like, actually, wait. No, we can't do that. But we could put it on this side instead. I think that makes more sense. No, that's not true. Yeah, that works. So then we can come into our concrete slabs and we can place one down on this other side so that it looks a little bit nicer. Or we could add some landscaping. And let's do that now so I don't forget, because I definitely will turn on anarchy, and that's not what I want to do. Hilarious. Okay. Perfect. And yeah, we'll just place some of these across here. Again, don't have my prop line tool for whatever reason. I think I told that story in a previous episode, and I just haven't like re-downloaded it. So I keep on forgetting until it's like moments like this when I'm like, oh, you know, it'd be super helpful. Prop line tool. Pretty sure I have tree anarchy on. I don't know why this isn't letting me. Cool. And awesome. Now we don't have to add the concrete there, and that just adds a little bit of character here. And I think that looks really nice. So let's add a few more of our unique buildings. Let's see. The Marshalltown Tower from South Africa. Ooh, I like that. We'll place that right. Let's place that one. Let's place that one right here. That makes sense. I like that. And now let's see. When you're coming down here, is this enough build? I think we're gonna add one more building. Yeah, like this is just gonna look super cool. Yeah. So let's add one more building over here. Let's do. Oh, this is a really unique building. Interesting. I wish it was the other way, because I don't want to put it on this collector, but I think it's really cool. We'll put it in later, so I'm not too worried. And now let's add. Let's do this one. Let's see how this looks. Is there enough space? There is enough space for the sidewalk. Perfect. Perfect. Cool. Let's bring this over a bit. We'll bring it in about here. Make sure everything's looking good. Everything is looking good. Awesome. Now we got some skyscrapers when we come into our downtown area, and I think that that is going to be super cool. But we need power over here. So let's go into our zoning. So I'm thinking along this road, we are going to keep it commercial. We're going to keep it commercial along this road, and then littered in here, this is where we will keep it office. And I'm leaving a little bit of areas for paths. That's what these are. And now let's do some of this. We'll bring this to, let's bring this around, and we will get rid of this, and because I know this is really ugly right now, but this is, we will fix this. And while this is kind of growing in, I'm going to add these paths so I don't forget. Perfect. And I want to do something over here as well. So let's, with this. Perfect. And then let's actually take this along here as well. Odd that that's doing that weird thing, but so be it, I suppose. Yeah, that works out well. Cool. And let's actually add paths all the way along here as well. Oh, and I have tree anarchy on. Love to see it. We'll upgrade this. Or we'll move it, and this should take out the trees. It does not take out the trees. That's fine. These trees won't be here anyway, so we can just take them out manually. And then let's send this path down. So we'll do the same thing here. Come around. Perfect. Awesome. We already have one here. We can do one over here as well. Cool. Liking the way that that is looking. And now we can come in here and we can zone a bunch of residential, because that is where our real demand is. So I'm thinking about how sound works. And sound... Oh, did I just take out zoning for this building? I did. I'm pretty sure this area right here is actually going to be super loud. So commercial... High density commercial makes a lot of noise. High density or office space does not make a lot of noise. So we want to keep our high density residential and our high density commercial a little bit farther away from each other. And in between that, we're going to put in our offices, because the offices are very quiet. If you think about it, office people are just going in to the office, and then people who are living, both very quiet. Whereas commercial, that's the restaurants, the bars, the pubs, all that kind of stuff. Those get really loud. And I believe these towers will be super loud as well. So we can put as a buffer in between our towers, our highways and all that kind of stuff, we can put a buffer of office space. And I think that makes, honestly, a lot of sense to me, like that. And then we can add in some towers over here. Perfect. And it is honestly kind of a shame that that the, like the Tokyo tower over here, wherever that was, I think it was right here. Oh, it's the Marshall Tower. Maybe I didn't place the Tokyo Tower. These are all like touristy buildings, which honestly kind of sucks, but it is what it is. And then over here, so in these areas, I'm going to add some high density, because I think that would look nice and make a lot of sense. And then we'll place offices around here. And on some of these areas, like these 1x2 blocks, I'm not placing anything because those are really, really small. I'm going to wait until we take this out. We can also honestly probably do it now. Not quite yet. That's okay. And then, so while this is growing out, we're just going to leave it on 1 speed for now. We are going to create this area right here. So actually, wait. Let's pause it and let's go into our districts real quick. I know I don't do districts ever. So this is the first time. And we are going to create a district down here. And this is going to be our downtown district. And the main reason we're doing this is so that we can have high rises. So we have a high rise ban in the rest of the city, but I want high rises in this area. And this is a ginormous downtown. So let's hope we don't break the game with traffic. And if we do, then we'll try to fix it. I don't know why I'm being so meticulous about this, because we're obviously going to change it later, but yeah. Anyway, then we can go here, we go to the Cedar, and we name this Downtown. Very fun. We're going to city planning, taking off the high-rise ban. But I think let's put on big business benefactor, because all of these are going to be high-density commercial. Let's put on high-tech housing. I think that could be fun. Increase the land value. I want to encourage biking in this area. We don't have any bike lanes yet, but we will add them when everything is out and we can see kind of like where the cars are driving. And I think that is everything for this area. Now let's play it again and let's look at our zoning. This makes sense over here. Cool. So while that's building out, we're going to come over here. Now this collector, we're going to send this collector north, or whatever this is. We're going to take this out. Classic. Let's turn on anarchy and then we'll delete that later. We'll send this up. And now for this area right here, I think we're going to keep this collector here, even though I'm not super in love with it, but we're going to keep it anyway, because this is going to be an absolutely insane intersection. It's going to be wild. We may actually end up turning this into a roundabout depending on how busy it gets. But so this area over here and then over here, this is where we're going to add some more residential. So we'll come into our 2-lane roads with trees, and we're gonna add some residential around here. So again, we're not zoning along this road. We're not going to have any connections other than these collectors into this road, and this is not perfect. Lots of connections issue here. There's 1 second. For whatever reason, that's being weird on us, but it's fine. We'll come into our 2-lane roads. I'm going to leave. We won't upgrade any of them to have trees or anything just yet. But, yeah. And then, so I want a road that kind of follows this up. We're going to bring that here. And we're not going to put anything on this road, or this will just like be trees, to be honest with you. But the main reason for this is, and this is pretty ugly, so maybe we take this out. 12. How many is this? 35. Yes, we can go 18 on this road, and that kind of works out super well. So let's go over 18. We'll bring it up here. to... Oh, and we are losing power. So let's fix that real quickly. The ugliest power line that you ever did see, but you know, so be it. So again, coming over 18. Doesn't want to, eh? And then, so up 12, and then over, it'll be 18, or 17 on one side, 18 on the other. Yeah, that's fine. So 12, 18, 12, 18, 12, 18, and 12. Perfect, cool. So then these blocks here, that works there. This doesn't want to connect for some reason. Can we make that connect? No, we can't. Actually, let's just go in and move it. Perfect. And we'll do the same thing on this side. Cool. Awesome. And now in here, this is where we can add some of our schools, hospitals, and all that kind of jazz. Oh, we can play this as well. And some more residential over here. So let's add some of that residential. We will start with our paths over here. So that's one thing that I really don't wish to forget, is we didn't have this in our other parts of the city. And I just want to make sure that this is a little bit more walkable than the other parts of the city. Just take that a little bit more seriously so that people have the opportunity to walk around. And we'll even do it on this one as well. Because why not? Like, look at how many people are already walking over here. It's crazy. Perfect. Cool. Now let's come in and let's zone a bunch of this. We'll do, actually, let's go on this side. And then on this side, this is where we're going to add some of our schools. Our crematorium will be over here. So let's see. Let's go to our hospital. Will this fit? This will fit right here. Is that worth it? It's on a collector, technically. I mean, not technically. It is factually on a collector. Maybe we do it. Maybe we do it on the other side. Now that I'm thinking about it, so we'll go. I want to unzone this road. So let's upgrade to the other side. Actually, no zoning on this road. That's what we're going to do instead. Turn off collision. And then we'll leave it on over here for now. Actually, we'll take it off on this side. And I don't know what we'll do over here. We may change things around, but just for the time being, that's how we're going to do it. And then we can zone all of this residential. And I think that that is going to work out quite well. Perfect. And then we can continue this grid on the other side. Okay, so we're having a little bit of issues over here. Let's add this here for now, and then this will jump power, and we can take out some of these power lines because they're kind of super ugly. Not a huge fan of them. Yeah, so our power is not jumping. That's a little frustrating. So while we wait for this, now the power should jump. Perfect. And now we can kind of send this around. So here's the plan to get this moving properly. So we build something here on this street. And now if this builds out, then all of a sudden we have power all the way over here and we're chilling. We can take out this. This will connect over here and everything is going to be perfect at some point in the very near future for our city. So let's let this go out. And while this is connecting, I want to focus on this area right across here. Oh, one fix actually that I totally forgot about that we're going to do right now is we're going to upgrade this to be a 2-lane, this to be a 1-lane, and then this to be a 2-lane because this is a 3-lane. And this just makes a little bit more sense to me. So let's go into our node controller and we'll just square these off. And these are already going to be squared off, but perfect. I think that looks, that's gonna look much nicer. So let's see, is this making, yeah, so this is starting to grow a little bit and that's working out well. So while this is doing that, let's landscape across here. And now this isn't gonna be crazy, obviously, but just a little bit, right? So we have our content creator trees. Let's do something across here that's gonna look nice. So actually, we're gonna take this road and we're gonna change these to pine trees. Our generic pine, we're gonna go generic pine trees across here. Perfect, love it. And let's change this one as well. So we have a large shrub, a silver birch, and then a sugar maple. So let's keep the sugar maple. Let's go into our pine and we'll go to boreal pine. And then what are these ones? I don't know what these other trees are, but we'll leave them there for now. So then we're across here. We're not gonna use our, whatever these are, our generic pine. What we will do is we'll go over to our boreal pine. So our large trees, or let's go to our Norway spruce actually. These are kind of nice. I like the way, these are like our Christmas trees. And let's put these Christmas trees across here. These are not Norway trees, these are Christmas trees. We'll have a connection here. Perfect. We'll go into our pathways and we'll just have a tiny, tiny, tiny little connection. Cool. I think that is going to look really nice. And we don't have any water. Oh my God. Okay, now we have water. Thank God. But we'll put some water up here as well. All right, so let's see this place build out for a minute, shall we? Okay, so it seems like we need a little bit more commercial in these areas. So I think we are going to do that. We're gonna add some commercial in these areas. First thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna grab this road and we're gonna upgrade this to have zoning on both sides. And we will add commercial on this. So this is, what is this? That's a high density. So we'll leave that there because that's already built out. But let's put some commercial, over here. And then there's the highway here. So this is probably going to be a little bit loud, but we can add some office zoning across here. And I'm going to leave that road there for now. But we'll do something like this. Perfect. And then I want to go into our roads and let's add a little bit more over here. So let's bring this up. We'll bring this out 18 down. Perfect. Because this collector, this isn't necessarily going to be the collector that comes down. It's more this one right here. Oh, and we reached 40,000. Awesome. So I think we just get nuclear power plants, cargo hub, that kind of stuff. We will do some boats soon, so don't you worry. It's not in the cards right now. So let's grab these nodes. And we're going to control H them to here. Perfect. And then let's flatten this out a bit. So let's come into here and we shall go level terrain and we'll just level this out. Perfect. And then let's smooth this over here. Awesome. Cool. So come into our water pipes, put our water pipes under the road before we start zoning this area. We can actually take this out because this is now redundant. Awesome. We'll add a little bit of commercial on this side. And we'll stop it here. And then over here we won't have anything. But now we'll do some more residential. And we'll do it along here. And then we shall take out these. And this kind of sucks. Don't love this, but we're going to take these out because we forgot to put paths over here. And that is a priority. So let's put these down now so we don't forget later. So now you can come across, and I know we don't have any crossings on these roads. We can add them. I think we won't do it on our collectors, but let's do it over here. I think that makes sense. And then we'll leave these two here. And then let's add our crossings on this side as well. Seems like there's no actual crossing button, and that's fine. We can just have whatever's going on here. Now we have some crossings here. So you could walk from here all the way down, other than this crossing that doesn't exist right there, all the way down here and hit crossings along all the way. And I think that that makes a lot of sense. So guys, I'm liking the view over here, to be honest with you. We don't have any super tall buildings other than the ones that we placed, but that's okay because these will grow. These are still only level 1. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, The one thing that we will do before we go is we need to add a subway station down here because I will definitely forget that. This actually is a perfect spot right here. It's in our residential area, which is awesome. It's very close, it's walkable over here. So let's pause the game really quickly while we're doing this. Turn off anarchy because you know that that's gonna cause some funny business. And let's add this in using our freeform tool. Turn on guidelines and we'll bring this into here. And this is a little wonky. Let's take that out. Perfect. Cool. And let's speed this up to 3 and make sure that our lines are working properly. So this train's going to come up here. Perfect. It'll bypass this, but once the lines get here, then we'll create 2 stops on this streetcar or this subway line. Perfect. Awesome. That's what we like to see. Fantastic. So now we have subway. We don't have a crazy amount of transit down here yet. We will add a bunch of it. But this is awesome. This is very centrally located, right by the arterial, right by our collector right here. If these get overwhelmed, we can always turn this into a roundabout. I don't know what we'll do here if this gets overwhelmed. I mean, it's not getting overwhelmed now. Let's take a quick peek at our traffic flow. So our traffic's pretty crazy this way, which is interesting to me. Everywhere else is flowing pretty nicely. It seems like that error that we were having before was probably a pathing issue, which makes sense, but we're not seeing that. This is a busy area. That makes sense. We have stop signs there. This is a very busy area, but I think there was just a game, so that's why that's there. And then this has been a busy area since the dawn of time, so we're looking pretty good. Building underwater. There's a flood. Oh no. What's going on with the flood? We're actually okay. Garbage is piled up. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. So guys, we're looking pretty solid right now. I think that's where we're going to leave it off. Actually, before we leave it off, let's get a car that's coming through here. Let's see what it looks like. Where are you going? You're going that way. I want to see what this is like coming over here. And actually, you know what? It might not be working. I don't think anyone's coming over here. So let's upgrade these across here and see if that fixes anything. Oh, because this doesn't connect over here. Okay, so let's make that connection real quick as well. We'll go into this road. We'll bring this down, turn off anarchy on the ground. We'll bring this down. We'll just do straight. Perfect. And we'll take out this node. So now it's perfect. Oh my god, I thought that was going to give me an error and it was going to shut down the game. I probably would have cried. Oh my god, that would have sucked. Okay, so let's look. But it's good. You know, it's not getting too crazy down here. Kind of surprising if I'm being honest with you. I don't know why no one's taking this highway yet. It's odd to me. I really want to see a car come down here. I want to see what it looks like as they're driving through our new downtown area, but nobody wants to. Oh, and it seems like our city needs some more water. So let's add a water pumping station over here. We'll do it, will it fit? No, it has anarchy on. It won't fit, so let's put it here. Let's add a water pipe. We'll connect this up. Perfect. Okay, And I'm not seeing any cars on here, and that's kind of bumming me out. So I guess we're gonna have to wait till next episode to see a car that goes through here. But we're just gonna, let's simulate it. We're a car, and we're coming through on the highway. We're coming very slow. Oh my God. If we zoom out a bit, maybe we'll go faster. Yeah, we will. And I think that just looks super cool. Like, coming through these ginormous skyscrapers. These are starting to level up. Oh, no, they're not. It's only level 1. These will level up, and these will get a lot higher. Yeah, like this is only a level 1. These are going to get much, much, much higher. Let's see if we can find any level 2s. That's almost level 2. Yeah, so we will get there. And these won't be as high as these skyscrapers, obviously, but they will be pretty high. And that's going to be fun, because this is going to feel a little bit more lively in a really cool place. But guys, that is where we are going to leave it. If you made it this far, you obviously liked the video. So why don't you go down there, smash the like button. Also, if you made it this far and you're not subscribed, dude, what are you doing? Subscribe down below. Just click it. Make me feel loved. And if you like our downtown area, comment down below and let me know. Just be like, oh, there we go, level 2. Let me know. Just be like, yo, sick downtown area. Really digging it. I think it's super, super cool. If you don't like it, say that too. I don't care. Yeah, guys, that is everything. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.